So the thing I'll say about assessment is that it's a very huge subject and topic.
But here we are. Let's do a quick reflection before we take a break. So assessment. What evidence of assessment did you notice during instruction?
And what's important about a 3-hour workshop in assessment is defining very clearly what we want teachers to be able to walk away with.
Right. So that all the coaching, or what Dan calls validation, that is definitely assessment. What's that? Throwing stars. A little bit of peer assessment going on there. And I cannot believe how powerful it can be to hear, for young children to hear the compliments of their peers. When I did this I did something like this in my daughter's classroom, and she was like, "Did you hear what Brendan said about my shape?" And I was like, "I know, I've been telling you for years, you got good shapes." And she's like, "But Brendan said it." It's powerful to have that tiny kind of peer assessment in there where they're noticing and complimenting each other. It encourages risk-taking too, to have those kids reinforced for living on the edge like that.
All the way back to the beginning too, when we were just listing, way back to the beginning, geometrics. You were asking questions to see what we knew. Give me some geometric shapes, and what's the opposite of geometric shapes?
Mm-hmm.
Just quick assessment there.
All right, so questioning helps a lot with your assessments.
What are we exploring in that time? So whittling it down until it's something we can achieve within those 3 hours. So that was the big idea, was to look at the role of assessment in drama as well as the role of drama in assessment, and then to have several subtopics underneath that,
right,
that we could, turn into an agenda, essentially.
So you're building, you're constructing, you're co-constructing what that meant. And later, when I pull out the photographs, I'm going to get a tangible assessment, and I'm going to bring it back to you to make sure that I know what you're thinking about. Because sometimes the art, the beauty of art is that it can be abstract, and sometimes should be abstract, that we capture these feelings and these shapes. But I still don't know if my kids, at the end of this lesson right now, I still don't quite know if my kids can determine the main topic. So what is my next step I have to do to make sure that they can determine main topic? And that's what we'll do later. So I'm not quite there yet in terms of knowing what they know. It's still inside their heads, and I wasn't able to hear everybody,
After the review of the drama strategies, we wanted to draw connections with assessment. So already asking the teachers to notice evidence of assessment as an ongoing part of instruction, and to help them see assessment and instruction as, intimately bonded there. And then also to always be somewhat critical about how and when they apply strategies. So looking at the benefits and challenges of each, as opposed to just doing them for fun and activity in the classroom, but to make intentional choices. So the reflection was very guided in this case. I had those two strong ideas that I wanted to hit before moving on.